I'm Better Call Chad, and it's gonna be do's and don'ts in the springtime with Zoysia grass. Now, springtime for Zoysia is usually gonna be between February through May, depending where you're at. Zoysia has a long time there, because it takes a while for Zoysia to come out of dormancy. If you like my videos, please feel free to give me a like and subscribe to support, and check out my website at bettercallchad.com. I have online consultations and a lot of other things to help DIYers. Let's get right into this video. Now let's start with the don'ts. One of the most important is don't overfeed your Zoysia lawn. Zoysia likes small amounts of nitrogen throughout the year rather than a big spring push that almost all grasses like. Most grasses like a big spring fertilization, where Zoysia doesn't like that. It'd rather be slowly fed throughout the year. Now don't let your Zoysia get too tall. Don't wait for significant growth to mow it. The best way to keep Zoysia is only mowing very small amounts at a time. So make sure as soon as that Zoysia starts to grow, you start your routinely summer mow cycle rather than waiting for it to get tall. And on that note, don't mow your Zoysia tall at all. You want to keep your Zoysia mowed at 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Don't water small amounts often. The best way to water is long times in less days. So you want to be watering 30 to 50 minutes per zone, 2 to 3 days a week. Now with Zoysia, if it starts to get hot and we're in a drought, you may have to go up to 4, because Zoysia is not very drought tolerant, but those long, deep watering cycles is what's important, not a lot of water in short amounts. Now don't apply pre-emergent if you have thin and bare areas in the lawn. Now don't fertilize the lawn until it naturally greens up. Zoysia is good dormant the longest. It goes brown first and comes out of dormancy last. And you actually don't want to force it out of dormancy with food. You want to wait for it to naturally start warming up, which can be frustrating because other grasses around you and neighbors may already be having green lawns while your Zoysia is being stubborn, which gets people to want to push that fertilizer a lot sooner than you should. Be patient, wait for it to naturally green up before you start to feed it. Do not use weed and feed. Liquid weed control is absolutely the best. Now let's talk about the do's of Zoysia grass in the springtime. Always want to fertilize your Zoysia with as much potassium as nitrogen. You want to have those numbers even throughout the year. A good example of this is a 10-0-10. Spring is the best time to dethatch and aerate your Zoysia lawn. Springtime is going to be the best time to top dress your Zoysia lawn with soil. Now this can be done throughout the growing season. I'd recommend it's more important to do it than not at all, but if you want to know the best time, it's absolutely going to be in the spring. If you do scalping of Zoysia, you should definitely scalp the lawn in the spring. That can help get up thatch and other things like that. Spring is the best time to use post-emergent weed controls because the weeds are starting to grow and so is the grass, but it's not that brutal summer heat, because then if you use a little too much, you can burn and stress the lawn. So springtime is a great time to get the weeds under control. And then now check your irrigation for breaks. You don't want to wait till summer or you start losing spots, especially with Zoysia, because you're going to find out really fast. Now it's also best to use a reel type mower on Zoysia, and then you're gonna hate this, but it's also best to mow twice a week or every 5 days. And that's because the best way to have Zoysia is cutting small amounts at a time. Only the top of Zoysia is green, and by letting it grow tall and cutting it, you get that really brown look to it. It'll still grow, but it just won't look as great. So using a reel mower, cutting it 1.5 to 2.5 inches and doing it twice a week or every 5 days is ideal, but you can get away with every 7 because I know that's not what you want to hear is more mowing. Now that is the quick do's and don'ts of Zoysia grass. I just want to put that out there. This isn't super detailed. I have tons of detailed videos about Zoysia. I've actually done a whole series and I have a playlist all about Zoysia grass. But this is just the quick do's and don'ts, the most simple mistakes I see and some of the easiest things to be done that can really help you keep a nice, thick Zoysia lawn. I'm Better Call Chad, and you can check me out at bettercallchad.com, and you can reach out to me there, and I have a bunch of cool stuff. Please recommend checking that out, and you can like and comment this video, and I'll try to do my best to reply. Everyone have a great rest of your day.